Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome you all again in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School, Taif, Saudi Arabia. Dear students, as you know that this is Pakistan International School, Taif, virtual class for class second year students, subject computer science, and today is our 45th lecture. Teacher name Imran Ahmed. In the previous lectures, we were discussing about the chapter number 5, short question answers. First question was define array and give its advantages in programming. Already we have defined. Second question was differentiate between one-dimensional and two-dimensional array. Next question is today our topic, what is the purpose of size of function? This is size of function. Give one example. So the definition of this function, the definition of size of function is the size of function provides the number of bytes occupied to store values for data type name within parentheses. I will show you how can you recognize. Already there is a chapter number 3, they told you the chapter in the chapter number 3 they tell you integer how many bytes occupy, float occupy how many bytes, character. So you can prove that one with the help of this function. The size of function provides the number of bytes occupied to store values for data type name within the parentheses. It is used to determine the amount of storage reserved for integer, float, double, character, etc. How many data types are there? For example, integer, short int, long int, unsigned. For the float, double, character. So you can measure or you can know easily with the help of this size of function. Example. So this was the definition of size of function. Now the example, the following program prints the number of bytes occupied by integer, float, double, and the character data type. Let's say every program hash include iostream.h, hash include connu.h, void main, cout, backslash n data type. So this message will be appeared on the screen after that. So you can write this one in the same line like this, backslash n. So after the backslash, so you can write all of this one in the same cout statement. It means that data types bytes backslash n. So this will be appeared on the screen, backslash n int for the integer size of. It means that it will shows you, although integer occupies 2 bytes in computer memory, but your book says integer occupies 4 bytes in computer memory. You can check how many bytes occupy for the integer data type. Second one, size of float. Size of float. So float occupies 4 bytes in computer memory. Next is size of double. Double is the data type. So data type double occupies how many bytes? 8 byte in computer memory. And the last one which I use the size of function is for the character is character occupies 1 byte in computer memory. So it will tells you with the help of this program you can make that program in your computer and check how many bytes integer occupies, how many bytes float. Although The same table is present in chapter number 3. You can check how many bytes they will occupy in the computer memory. Next question, declare an array named X that has 3 rows and 5 columns and assign it values from 1 to 15. So we will not exceed from this limit. It means that minimum value will be 1 and the maximum value which I assign for the two-dimensional array. So within this range. In the declaration statement, so I left this question to solve at the front of you. So how can we solve this question? First of all, it says declare an array named X. So I make it integer. So keep in mind for integer, I will be small. Name of array is X. And how many rows? In the square brackets, watch here, these are the 3 rows. And how many columns? 5 columns. So 3 rows and 5 columns. Still over here, I complete this one. The name, watch here, the name is X and 3 rows and the 5 columns. Now, and assign it values from 1 to 15. So assign it values. How many rows are there? 3 rows. First row element between, let's say, 2, 3, 4. This is the first row element inside the braces. Now again, comma is also present over there. You can write this one in the same line, but I want to show you that 3 rows and the 5 columns. Let's say 6 comma 5 comma to any values you can put within the range of 1 to 15. This is the second row, 3 rows and 5 columns. 3 rows means yes, 5 columns it will make like this one, 7, let 2, or any values you can assign. So for this purpose, 9, 1. This is the second row's element, again comma. Now I am going to declare the third rows and 5 elements. Watch here, first value like any value 14, 14. You can also give the 1, 5, 3 and 2. These are the 5 and other values. This one is closed. Watch here, row by row I show the elements 2, 3, 4, and these are the 3 rows. And check here how many columns are there. First column, second column, third, fourth and fifth column. So now the closing for this braces is like this one. Now our question is complete over here. After that you will put the semicolon. So hold these element you can write in a single line. You can write this one in a single line, but watch over here. How can I represent? First of all, this is the overall opening brace. Then the for first row opening brace, first row is complete over here. Then the second row I complete. Then the third row elements I will complete. But all the elements are in the within the range of 1 to 15. So this is the answer of this question. Next question, define string and explain how it is stored in computer memory. Already we have done this question in long question answer, or okay, no problem, we will do it again. The definition of string. String is the combination of different characters. String is the combination of different characters. Let's say Pakistan is the combination of different characters Pakistan. So in English, you can say that these are the words, but over here in the programming languages, you can call that one is string. To define a string in C++, the data type character. You cannot write the full word character, as you know that you can write over here char, the name of the string and the number of character it is required. So how can I use the string in my program, or general form for the string is, first of all, watch here, this one is character, then string name, then the name of the string. For example, any name you can give, the keep the rules of the variable name, you can define any name, let's say xyz, abc, str, whatever you want, but depend on the name of the string. Okay, inside the square brackets, inside square brackets you can give the size of the string. For example, size of string is 10 or 15 or 20, whatever you want, or whatever the program needs, or the whatever program desire. For example, the following statements declare and initialize the string variable weekday to Sunday. It says how can the name of the string is weekday, character, let's say character is the data type of the string, weekday is the name of the string, and total value I can insert in the string is 9. Why 9 I can store? I told you in the long question answer. So the values in the string word is Sunday, but how can I write S? Is it the separate character enclosed within a single inverted comma, then comma, then u, then n. All the characters are enclosed within single inverted commas, and they are separated by comma as well. At the initialization, after the end of initialization, you will close the square, you will close the braces, and at the end of each statement, like, you will put the semicolon. Now, how computer memory will store these values? S is stored at the first position of the computer memory, then U, then N, D, A, Y. Keep in mind, at the end of this one, backslash zero is called null character, or it shows the end of string. End of string. Compiler, whenever your string will be finished, compiler automatically insert in the computer memory backslash zero. It shows the end of a string. End of a string. So how many characters was there? Total 6 characters was there. Watch here. Starting index is 0, 1, 2, and last character is 6. It means that they occupy total how many bytes in the computer memory? Total 7 bytes. Although Sunday have the 6 character, but they occupied 7 bytes. For why? Because the backslash zero is the last character of the string automatically. So this is the representation of a string in computer memory. Next one. Next question. What is the advantages of using cin.get function? Cin.get function over cin statement. Cin statement, as you know that the cin statement is used to read the values from the keyboard after the execution of a program. But cin.get function is used to read the string. What is the purpose? I will show you with the help of example. You will understand. Major advantage of cin.get function is to read a string from keyboard that may contain blank spaces. What is the main meaning of blank spaces? For example, there are two words, Imran space Ahmad. There are two words. But whenever in the string I put the space, it means that termination of a string. So it will show me only Imran, although I assign the Imran Ahmad, but there is space and the space shows the end of a string. So C, with the help of cin function, the cin dot get function keyboard that may contain blank spaces. So blank spaces will also be counted with the help of cin dot get function. How can I use in my program cin.get function? Watch here, cin is the reserved, then dot then get, then str variable name. Any variable name for the string you can write over it. Then the size of a string, for example, I will show you how can you will use. Example is like this one, iostream.h hash include kanu.h hash include. Keep in mind whenever you will use the string function in your program. So additional header file or additional preprocessor directive is string.h. So header file for which purpose? To use string functions. Void main. So character I am using the string. So keep in mind character data type is always used for the string. And if you want to use the integer or float, then it will not counted as string. It will be counted as array. Character str50. It means that in computer memory we are reserving or we reserve the 50 bytes in computer memory. See out. Enter a string. Now watch here. I'm going to use the different function. See in dot get. Another function already we have studied, get s function you can also use, but get s also don't include the spaces. So you must use the for counting the spaces. So you will use the same dot get function. So I follow the same string variable name is str, and the size of string should be within the range of 49 character. It means that I make it the 50 and the last character should be the backslash 0, so I can assign the 49 characters. See out. You type with the help of this function. Whenever I will execute the program with the help of this function, it will read how many characters? It will read the 49 characters from you. Whenever you press the enter key, what happened? You type, it will show you str. So it will show you how many characters. Let's say the following is the execution of the program. Enter a string. This is the message appeared on the screen, and you press the you type these characters. Watch here. There is a space between T and N. Information technology is the two words, and after the information there is space and the text. So it will show you typed. This message will be appeared like this is present in the output. So str, now str having the value information technology. But when I will use cin statement instead of cin dot get, then what happened? Like this, if I place this statement over here, then what happened? I will show you. Scene, it will read the string from you. It means that you press the you typed interesting information technology. Again same word you enter, but output should be information. Why not technology will be displayed? Because whenever the space will be encountered, then it shows the end of a string. So if you want to count the spaces, you must use the cin.get function. Next question, differentiate between string copy and string comparison function. Already we have discussed these two functions in the long question. Over here it is the revision for you. Answer string copy function. The string copy function is used to copy content of a string variable or string constant to another string variable. Second, the general form of string copy function is, this is the name of the function strcpy. So you cannot write the full form string copy because the reserved function is strcpy. Then string 2 comma string 1, it means that it will copy the contents or the characters of string 1 into string 2. Third, it has two arguments. Watch here, two arguments. First argument this one, and second argument string 1 and string 2, which are the string variables. When it is executed, when I will execute this function in my program, then what happened? Contents of string 1 will be copied to content of the string 2. Now If you want to copy the content of string 2 into string 1, then what you will have to do, write over here string 1, then string 2 over here. Now the string 2 content will be copied into string 1. So this is, I will change it again. Next function is string comparison function. I told you in the previous long question, the string comparison function compares two strings and returns an integer value based on the result of a comparison. The general form for the string comparison function is, how can I use this function in my program? String CMP, string 1, comma, string 2. It means that we are going to compare the two strings, string 1 and string 2. Third comparison, or the function will return the following integer values based on the result of a comparison. Number 1, it will return 0. When it will return 0? If string 1 and string 2 are the same. If both strings are the same, then it will return as the 0 value. It will return 1 if string 1 is greater than string 2. And it will return -1 if string 1 is less than string 2. So I hope you understand this topic. Inshallah, tomorrow we will discuss the further topic. Still take care of yourself. Pray for me. Pray for all Muslim. Allah Hafiz.